Yo, what is up, everybody? It's the All-Star game. Look at the star-studded lineups. We gotta play with Rose, LeBron, Carmelo. We're going against CP3, Blake, Anthony Davis as Denny Tice starts the game with a slam. Of course, Kevin Durant. And then, of course, all the studs coming off the bench. So this should be a fun All-Star game early on. James Harden knocking down a big three right there at the end of the shot clock. Early on, nobody was really getting off to a hot start. Besides, maybe me. As you see, we knocked down the jumper right there. We get, a nice feed from Carmelo. But the one guy who was putting up a lot of shots was Kevin Durant. He was definitely the alpha dog of the Western Conference team. He was just putting up shot after shot. Whether winning or not, he was still trying to do that. As you see, I wanted to lob that pass, but whoever gave me the pass, the initial pass was so bad that I couldn't lob it. I had to barely hold on to it. So I just gave it to LeBron. He finished. Not a big deal. As you see, I believe CP3 trying to take a slightly off-balance shot. We forced him into a bad shot right there. And then on the fast break, Denny Tice looking to find someone. We just kick it to LeBron and LeBron James for three. Why not? Over Blake Griffin, who got sucked into the paint. Blake's not used to guarding perimeter players, and that worked out pretty well. As here we're looking to throw the lob, but we just throw a normal pass to LBJ, but LeBron's not able to finish that one. So early on, we're giving LeBron quite a few touches. We're giving Melo quite a few touches. Not exactly D Rose, and center is just like some made-up player, and he was a pretty good center, but I didn't really give him the ball much. I didn't really care for him much. I cared more about teaming up with LeBron and Melo. As you see, I believe that's Melo there, who's just gonna knock down the three. Melo's spot up, knock down. That quick release is just so nice. Who else has a quick release? Kevin Durant. And that Durant versus Melo matchup was one hell of a matchup. Me versus CP3, pretty one-sided. CP3 wasn't really doing much in the All-Star game. He was trying to, get his fair share of assists and stuff like that, and we weren't really giving him any easy buckets. As here on the break, I see LeBron James running, but LeBron doesn't go up for the pass. It looked like he got stopped a little bit, so we're not able to connect on the alley-oop as we hit Dwayne Wade, and Wade is able to finish a tough layup over there. Of course, this is the All-Star game, so I'm just looking to get a lot of highlight players right now, but we're not getting too much of them early on. Right now, we're playing some pretty good defense. You see Lillard forced into a bad shot, but Boogie Cousins there on the finish as it looks like Westbrook who's trying to drive, and yeah, that's Westbrook who gets a nice jump shot right there. Westbrook came off the bench. He was doing his thing just like in real life, how Westbrook did it in last year's All-Star game when he got the MVP and almost broke the record. I believe it was Wilt's record, as Damian Lillard on the break is able to dunk it home right there. We go to the bench, and the lead is 3 points for the Western Conference. Of course, we're on the East this year after being on the West the past 2 years. So this is the first time I'm playing with LeBron and Melo and all these boys. Before, I would play with Durant. I would play with whoever else is on the West, like Chris Paul and stuff like that. Look at that nice feed from LeBron, the extra pass to Melo. We get the hockey assist right there. Steph Curry fading away, and can't really guard him, man. We just played a double overtime game against Curry, man. I know you can't guard him. He's going to get those buckets, but he can't guard me either. We learned that as well when Denny put up 63s. Look at Curry reaching, and then we hit the mean step back. Curry gets sent into the paint. Denny Tice puts the ball in the bucket, and then CP3 is trying to get the lob started, but we want to get the lob started, so I'm eyeing up LeBron James. We're throwing it up, and LeBron James throwing it down with one hand right there. Durant, no chance to stop that, and I believe Steph Curry can only watch and be amazed at the king as he slammed that one down. As you see Durant, I'm telling you, Durant has such a quick trigger, but the problem was he made most of those shots, and when we were trying to pull away in this game, he would just keep the West in it. As you see, Melo knocked down the shot there near the end of the quarter. Kevin Durant trying to go coast to coast, but Denny Tice with the help defense to maintain a 4-point lead heading into the second half. As you see on the break, Denny Tice looking for LeBron James, sweet feed, sweet pump fake. LeBron just couldn't finish it right there. So I mean, we're not really too worried about winning, but I'm pretty competitive, so I want to win this game, so we're going to stuff that shot. Get that out of here, Harden. We're not allowing that to happen as Rose is looking for Tice, open for three. Tice spotting up and knocking it down, rattling it in. I had a tough time knocking down my three-pointers early on, but we got that one to go as we get the rebound here, looking to go coast to coast. I see D Rose running. We're going to throw up the lob, and Rose cocking it back and slamming it down. Derrick Rose still has the explosion and then some. What a finish by D Rose over CP3, who could, once again, he just could not stop that as Denny Tice gets the steal here. I'm looking to lob up Melo. We're going to throw it up, but Anthony Davis is not allowing any lobs in his territory. That's a pride thing more than anything else, is Blake Griffin going coast to coast. We knocked the ball loose, so technically it wasn't coast to coast, but Blake kind of went coast to coast on us anyway, since he was able to recover the ball right there. You see LeBron James stepping back, finding Tice corner three, spotting up, knocking down. Denny Tice showing his long range skills. We've been knocking down the three-point ball at a pretty good rate this season, and in the All-Star all-star game. We started to light it up in the third quarter. That's 3 3-pointers in a row, including a perfect release right there. CP3 again off on the lob attempt. We're looking to lob it to D Rose, throwing it up, and it went to LeBron for some reason and ended up getting swatted out of bounds. So not all the lobs were being successful, as we take a heat check right there, but we can't get it to go. That was a C-. That was just straight up heat check. As you see, they throw a bad pass, and once again, I'm looking to lob it. Look at D Rose running in. Look at D Rose, two-hand flush on that alley-oop attempt, man. I wasn't hitting D Rose early in the game, but when D Rose ran the break, I looked for my boy, and he was finishing hard. And look at D Rose cutting hard to the rim, hard and only half-ass committing, and that's going to allow Rose to slice into the lane and get a nice layup. As you see, we're spotting up for 3, fading away, getting a little bit too ambitious right there. But look at Melo. Just straight up in the post, fading away on Fareed and getting that to go. Man, I wish I had a teammate like that on Brooklyn. This is definitely like the most assists I'm getting all season as Blake Griffin gets blocked, starting another fast break opportunity, and that's John Wall, who almost hit his head on the rim. Let's check the replay on that one. I'm pretty sure John Wall had to duck. Look at him. Oh, man. Wall has hops. If there's anybody that has hops in the NBA, it might just be John Wall. What a finish. And here, someone misses a free throw. We're on the break. I'm eyeing up Wall. No one in the paint to stop him. And Wall slamming it down. This third quarter is becoming a dunk fest. Alley-oops left and right. Wall, Rose, LeBron got one at the end of the second quarter. Everybody's getting them. Who is next? Unfortunately, I try to lob a pass in there to John Wall, but that one's going to lead to a Kevin Durant and one. Paul George trying to get the highlight play. Instead, he got put in the poster, as no one's trying to get in Denny Tice's poster. So I was going for a free layup. DeMarcus Cousins was like, I'm not about that life. But they're trying to throw the oop right there. Westbrook is unsuccessful, and Tice showing it how it's done. Tice to Tice. Man, we're getting crazy with these lobs in this. This is still the third quarter, by the way. This is still the third quarter, and if you notice the score, it was a 4-point game near the end of the third. Now it's a 13-point game. Tice on the rebound. You know, we're looking to push it in transition. That's Dwayne Wade running, but we find Paul George. I want to allow it to Wade, but it ended up in Paul George's hands. But here, off the missed free throw, this time we're going to be looking for Wade. LeBron to Tice to Wade. Dwayne Wade. Of course, D Rose had an explosion. Dwayne Wade's got a little bit left in the tank too. That's a nice little two-hand slam. Nice and simple from Wade. It feels real cool to lob a guy like Wade. You know, he's in his latter years of his career. And you see Chris Paul or actually as Rondo ended the quarter trying to get a bucket. And then Dwayne Wade's just going to toss up a three-quarter score shot. And Dwayne Wade, nothing but net. Whoo, he took a three-pointer from the other side of the court, and Wade was feeling it out of nowhere, and it was so casual. Wade didn't celebrate, just like, yeah, I did that, yeah. So now we're gonna go to the fourth quarter just like that. Wade just doing it. Wade just comes into the game a couple of minutes. He does his thing and then he goes back to the bench and lets the young kids like me play. As we're trying to lob it up to D Rose again, but Rose ends up getting the ricochet and the bucket right there. So Rose is putting up some shots out here. We're definitely putting up our fair share of shots. I'm still in Brooklyn Nets mode, so I took probably more shots than I should have been taking. I probably should have been facilitated more to guys like LeBron and stuff like that. Here we do find LeBron, and that same move from before, except LeBron didn't have to pump fake Durant, and of course this time he actually made the shot. As we read the passing lane, we get the steal. LeBron James finding Tice. I'm looking for someone to lob, so I'm just recklessly throwing it up there, and that's going to be a turnover. We had quite a few turnovers because of that kind of stuff is Kevin Durant again. Ooh, thank God they didn't call a foul or anything like that. I tried to do the same thing Paul George did when Paul George got dunked on, but you know, I didn't really get in the poster, so it's all good. As we find Kevin Durant here. Fareed, nah, you're not guarding Melo. You don't even try to guard Melo. And Lillard, nah, you're not about that life. Step back jumper over you. You can't handle Tice. It's a 20-point game. We're blowing out the West now. The West actually didn't shoot the ball too well. They were led by Harden, who was really having a tough time shooting, as LeBron James, not exactly known for his footwork and that kind of stuff. He's known more for traveling, but wow, what fancy footwork by LBJ, and what a rejection by Denny Tice. Even though it's a 22-point game, we're still playing defense out here. I'm not letting Lillard score. Durant can get his buckets. Harden can put up shots. Lillard, nah. CP3, nah. LeBron James rattled that bad boy home, and that's going to cap off this game. You see, end of the game. I was going to try to put up 1-3, a running three. That's not going to go, but we do get the win, and more importantly, we get to put on a ton of highlight plays for the fans to check out. So leave a like kind of feel if you enjoyed this all-star game, if you enjoyed all the lobs we threw to all sorts of people, Rose, LeBron, Wall, Wade. It was fun, and of course we threw into ourselves. Yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. I'll catch you guys next time.